was also touching, and the detective, they had their own little scene. Touches pretty much a fiend for he gave some information up for some dope. I'm like, dude, you could get more. She was about to flush his little pills down the drain. He was just like, all right, I'll tell you everything.
So the daughter, I didn't know that though. I thought the little girl just shot the mom and the mom lost the baby, but she killed the mom altogether.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think the mom was pregnant.
It looked like she was pregnant in the scene. Like if you go back to watch that scene where the little girl's walking in with the stick 'em up, they showed the mom's stomach. She's laying on her side. I thought she was pregnant.
Yeah, I knew she killed the mom too, because he was all like, he had first he had sent that money off, so I was like, that's probably his daughter that he gave money to. Now she's grown probably, or older, or at with a foster family or something like that. But I kind of feel for Touch a little bit more now than I did. At first I was just like, oh, this dude's just a fiend. He's just a dope head, right? But he's suffering. You know what I mean? Like he pretty much lost his family. You know what I mean? So that it makes sense.
But I don't think that was his daughter though.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Welcome. We are back. We are not your average Joes, but this show is. Are you frozen or?
I was glitching. Hold on.
Did you say you was wishing?
I was glitching. Black on Black Prime, y'all. We here. We back for another week.
Right, another week, another episode of Average Joe. This Average Joe episode 7.
Mm-hmm. I see y'all checking it out though. I see it.
Oh yeah. It's everybody's tuned in now. And we took a very, very interesting twist on this one.
Did we predict any of this stuff in this episode?
I haven't predicted anything since you started reciting what you read.
For some reason, when I saw this episode, I was just like, did we say any of this that was gonna happen or whatever? Because this episode was kind of, I was gonna say something else, but it was it was a really good episode. Like it put a lot into this. This is like one of them things where the season is about to close. This is like one of those episodes. I was like, oh snap! Like here we go.
Right. It's the twists and turns. It's like they did a lot of them in the midst of this episode. I do have a prediction. I think one of my predictions is about to happen though. I feel like I do feel like this episode is very telling on what I think the Chameleon's gonna do as far as double crossing what's his name?
You saw it in her eyes when she looked in the rear view.
Yeah. When she did that, she did that when she was talking to Joe's wife. It's like you get the sense of it. It's like and then the whole kidnapping of the daughter thing. It's like everything's tied into how she feels about her daughter.
Yeah. I feel like at some point that prediction that I had earlier about that not really being her daughter is gonna come true, and then she's gonna end up on Joe in their side for some, like it was like, I'm gonna help y'all out. At first I thought Chameleon was gonna die. You know what I mean? That was like my first prediction, but now it's looking like she might help them kill Nikolai.
I don't we spoiling anyway. I don't think I do think that's her daughter, and I think the fact that they taking her, and when she finds out why he's taking her, that's going to be the trigger for her to be like, nah, you ain't gonna do that to her, because in her mind it's going to be like, oh, you trying to steal her baby like you stole mine.
Yeah,
That's literally his plan. His plan is for her to wait her out for her to have that baby and take the baby.
Absolutely. That's the reason why the stupid girl messed up the plan in the first place. She thought in her little stupid mind that, hey, I'm gonna save my mom and dad after they told me to get out of town and just kidnap myself because I want to buy more time.
She did save her mom and her dad, but it's not gonna be peaceful. He's not gonna be like, yeah, come with us and we'll raise the baby together. You're out of here.
Come on, she's gonna chop his head. She's gonna chop that little girl's head off, and I'm okay with it.
She's gonna save her, man. That the girl's gonna be safe.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's good.
Yeah, she's good. What else happened? That's my mind is just going to that part. What else happened in this episode?
You find out in the episode that Leon and Kathy were trying to have a baby like early on. I think it was like 10 years ago. I think that's going to probably come around at some point. And Leon lied and said it was him that, he couldn't have babies because of some kind of blockage, but it was really her. Like she can't have no kids at all. So I don't know how long that lasted. I don't even know if he even told her after the fact, but apparently she don't know that it's her.
Yeah, I was about to say he never told her.
Yeah. So it's like she doesn't know about that. And you can tell that their relationship is getting I wouldn't say more close, but you could tell like they're about to break off. You know what I mean? And the good part about it, well, not in the show, but like you could tell like that's the mindset right now. But the good part about it is that Joe is okay with it. You know what I mean? 'Cause I thought it was going to be a point to where they was like, yo, man, I can't help you, Joe. You on your own on this one. And they was going to dip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, dude stayed around for Joe. And I thought that was dope of him to do. Because at first, Kathy was like, what? Like, what you mean you stand behind? We got our half of the money. Let's dip. He was like, man, $9 million out there. You know what I mean? Because they already get, I think they got like, what, 33,000 or something like that?
Yeah, so they found
333,000. That's what
yeah. I was happy that they pointed out the fact that it wasn't 10 million.
You did.
It was bothering me.
You predicted that. You was just like, that wasn't no just 10. I mean, I figured that 10 million wouldn't fit in no deer head, but it's like, where's everything else now? Like that's another
thing. So now it's a scavenger hunt for the rest. Which leads me to believe maybe the season's still going to end the way I thought. It's going to end with them finding the rest of that money.
Yeah, I can't call that one because it's just like at this point they've already found some of it. So it's just like, of course, after a few episodes, they're gonna end up finding some more. It's just, is that gonna be the show? You know what I mean? Is that how the show's gonna be? Like every season they find a head?
No, I think after I think after they stumble, they ain't gonna just find them and they're gonna stumble on it by the end of the season, and then we're gonna get a whole, you know how to do the prediction reels, like you said, the mom's gonna get out of jail. She's gonna take over the business. It's like they're gonna show you a glimpse of what's in the future, but they're gonna stumble on that money at the end because they're taking the focus. All the focus is pretty much off of the money. Now the focus is on the daughter. So it's like nobody's thinking about the money right now. Now it's like, where's the daughter at?
Yeah, they're gonna have to drag this out some type of way if they want more seasons. You know what I mean? So it's like, is it gonna be one of those shows where it's always a new villain? Or are they gonna always be, indebted to Nikolai and the Russians?
No, Nikolai gonna be dead. That detective lady, we finally see what her focus is, and which I felt, I was like, her whole focus is taking out Nikolai.
Yeah, because of her mom.
She's becoming ruthless with it too. Like that's her whole goal is like, I don't care about nothing, because she was like, yeah, I killed dude and it felt good and it was scary, but she's trying to get to Nikolai. Like now she's ruthless.
When she pulled up to that diner, she was just like, "What's going on, Joe? What's going on?" Joe was like, "Man, you see what I'm doing?" He was like, "F out of here." I was like a really emotional. Somebody come on, he was like, "My wife just got, you already know what's going on, and my wife was kidnapped, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out where's my daughter now." And you just like, "Joe, what's going on here, Joe?" It's like, yo, if you don't stop talking to me right now,
you leave me alone. Go that way.
Dude, the way old boy got killed with the The putter. I mean the.
I couldn't just stay there with my hands by my side while.
Like,
you was getting a whooping, and your mom was like, "You better not grab this belt."
You grabbed the belt, didn't you? You was the type to grab the belt. Hold on.
I can't see you about to hit me and let it happen. I'm sorry. I can't. I get my reflexes. He would have did that putter. I'd have been like, hit him like, move your hand. Move your hand right now.
His hands wasn't tied behind his back.
No, he was just laying with his hands by his side.
That's crazy, man. He tore him up. I was like, I had nothing. What's her name could have did about it at that point? You don't know him. I would have watched him die too. I'd have been like, man, what you want me to do, bro? I don't know.
We're gonna struggle. We're gonna struggle. The comedian gonna have to shoot me because you're not gonna just hit me with that club. It's not. If I'm gonna die anyway, I'd be like, as soon as he swung it out of me, like Then I'm like, move your hands. Move your hands, man.
It's just like, shoot me, bro.
Yeah. So, but like I was saying about Nikolai, he's too ruthless. Like he can't survive this season. He has to go.
Yeah, unless they have no other thoughts of what to do with this show, to where they're just like, all right, if we kill Nikolai, what's next?
I think, like you said, that the girl's mom.
Yeah, that's gonna.
I really feel like that's the angle because she's an important person. They showed her one episode. They talked about her a couple more, but she's an important person by how they talk about her. So I think full circle, she gets out. Yeah, she takes over.
You think it's gonna be like you think she's gonna be against her daughter?
No. Well, you know what?
Her daughter riding with Dion right now. Look like her daughter in a minute. She's gonna want to cut her the money in a second because she's just like she gonna help them.
Yeah, but she's doing it for her mom. But I think you're right. When she gets out, she's gonna think her mom changed, and her mom gonna be like, nah.
He was just like, I need that
top of the game. Yeah.
How much money y'all find?
Take me to Joe. I want to meet Joe. As soon as you meet him, like, yeah. So, where's the rest of it at? Like, what?
Yeah, she might be just like, "Where's my money?" Like it's her money. This is like, what? No,
I knew your daddy. He owed me that $10 million. I think I still think Joe's dad is still alive.
I know your pops. It's possible. I wouldn't, I mean, but they cremated him, right?
If they cremated him, then he's definitely alive. Well, no, they didn't cremate him. He's supposed to have died in a fire.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, just I think that's what you said, that he went out like the life. He pretended that he was dead and whatever. They feel like they got him cremated. That's possible. I can see that happening. I can see that.
I see that happen. I see all of this happening by the end of the season.
Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised we didn't predict her being pregnant by Nikolai's son.
Well,
I didn't see that
one. You predicted that she was young, so that probably was never going to be in your mind,
right?
I didn't think about it. I even laughed at the fact that he said he was having sex with her, but I just didn't. I didn't think that though. I didn't think that would be a spin they put on it, which is crazy though. That's a dope angle to take, because when she sat there, when she walked in the restaurant and she was like, "Mom, I'm sorry," I'm like, "What does she got to do with anything?" Because for a minute they don't tell you.
But it was funny because as soon as she walked up to Dion, before Dion was like, you got to leave town, I knew it then, because she was just like, wow. Daddy, I love. And she paused. I was like, "Oh man, she's pregnant."
I did not catch that, because she been over dramatic for everything. So I'm just thinking it's one of those moments. I did not catch that.
Yeah, man. When that happened, I figured out that she had flipped the whole scene to where they were supposed to meet up, because they were supposed to meet up at one of the diners, but I guess she called Nikolai and was just like, "Hey, plans change. I'm pregnant with your son's baby." So I don't, even though it could possibly be right. Like, say if Nikolai accepts her, you know what I mean? Because that's his family now. Like, that's the mother of his son's child. Like, what does that look like?
Right, right.
That could look different. You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't know though. It's hard to say.
But he's a ruthless dude. So I just think he's waiting it out. He just wants the baby now.
That buys a lot of time.
A lot of time. That buys a lot of time, and that means they got to find a way to get to Russia or wherever he's going.
Yeah. Because did he say come? What did Nikolai say? Did he say that are they still on a chase of getting Joe at this point? Because they had Joe. They don't want Joe anymore. So it's like, there's no rush to get her. Like, she's just gone now. Like they're not like, hey, come get your daughter or nothing like that.
Right.
It's just like
it seemed like taking her was enough. Like now he ain't worried about Joe. He ain't worried about that money. He ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah, he threw out his only communication with Joe out the window.
Yeah, but the chameleon I don't think the chameleon knows she's pregnant. Because I think that's why she looked at her in the rear looked at him in the rear view like that. Like, what's going on? She was like, something you're not telling me. And he just kind of laughed. But I think once she finds out she's pregnant, that's going to be the connection. She's going to want to get her out.
Right. Yeah, man. What else happened in this episode? I think that was mostly the episode. You know what I mean?
That was pretty much it.
Yeah,
that was pretty much it.
Because for the most part, it was also touching, and the detective, they had their own little scene. Touches pretty much a fiend for he gave some information up for some dope. I'm like, dude, you could get more. She was about to flush his little pills down the drain. He was just like, all right, I'll tell you everything.
So the daughter, I didn't know that though. I thought the little girl just shot the mom and the mom lost the baby, but she killed the mom altogether.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think the mom was pregnant.
It looked like she was pregnant in the scene. Like if you go back to watch that scene where the little girl's walking in with the stick 'em up, they showed the mom's stomach. She's laying on her side. I thought she was pregnant.
Yeah, I knew she killed the mom too, because he was all like, he had first he had sent that money off. So I was like, that's probably his daughter that he gave money to. Now she's grown probably, or older, or at what, a foster family or something like that. But I kind of feel for Touch a little bit more now than I did. At first I was just like, oh, this dude's just a fiend. He's just a dope head, right? But he's suffering. You know what I mean? Like, he pretty much lost his family. You know what I mean? So that it makes sense.
But I don't think that was his daughter though.
What, the one?
Unless I'm tripping, that the little girl. I feel like when he told the story,
is either his daughter or her daughter.
That's what I'm saying. Her daughter. I feel like when he told the story, he said her daughter walked in because he was like, we partied all night and I left my gun.
Yeah,
just sitting there.
And she shot her mom.
Yeah, so I don't even think that was his daughter at all. And then it was cold. He said he made it look like a suicide. He's cold.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's cold. He living with all kind of demons. But I felt bad for him when we first saw that. I was like, oh, that's why he's strung out. Like, to live through that, you on some other stuff.
Yeah, I was just annoyed with him because I just felt like he was as bad. I was like, oh, you are horrible. You're not you're not good with none. You falling asleep on missions. Like, dude,
he's not reliable in that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you shouldn't have got involved if you can't even stay focused. Like, just leave it alone. Like, tell them what to do and leave it alone. But you can't be like, okay, this is the plan, and then we looking for you sleep on the couch.
Right, exactly. That dude is about to buy a trap house with his side of the money. I swear. I like, they do not need to give him $300,000. They do not need to give him $300,000 at all.
Oh man.
But she helped him out with his not helped him out, but more let him know that it's like, you survived one whole night without doing drugs, you should be good. So he didn't take the bump, as they called it.
Yeah. And she asked him for his help. She wants him to help her now. Like, she's pretty much about to be part of the team.
Yeah, pretty much. Once she find out about that money, she's gonna be just like 4 ways, 5 ways. And then Kathy gonna get mad.
You said tickets to the game?
Exactly. Kathy gonna get hot. Like, wait a minute, we're not just adding, we're not adding people to the pot. They'll be like, shit.
The money for that Lamborghini has to come in play at some point. At some point, that has to get involved.
I was trying to think of ways to where it would be like an issue for them that the Lamborghini was not, submerged in water, but chopped up to where it's like the guy, the detective at one point would backtrack steps, but now that she's already in the sauce, it's like, it doesn't make sense for her to have to backtrack steps to see what happened.
Yeah, Yeah, that so I was tripping off the fact right with the Lamborghini chopper, but where the story is, it's like that Lamborghini it's not even important anymore.
It's not. So it's like for them to look for it, it'd be like pointless unless the detective was trying to retrace the steps that they made in order to make this all happen, you know?
Right, but I think the detective might bypass that too, because she knows something happened. And they're gonna have to get her involved to at least get to Nikolai for the daughter.
Yeah. Remember, you ever see the movie Tower Heist with Eddie Murphy and Ben Stiller?
No.
Okay. So
I feel like I might have watched it, but I'm not gonna say it like I know what happened.
Got you. So in that movie, they were looking for the money, but they realized the money was in the car. Like, you know, they was looking for the money in the car, but it was like he turned it into gold and the car was gold. That's pretty much why they couldn't find the money, because they melted the car down to gold.
The car was made of gold.
Pretty much, and it was painted over. So it's like that's why the car was worth so much, and they were looking for money, but it was the car that was the money. So it was like I don't think that's gonna happen here. But I was thinking about that. It did cross my mind. Like I wonder if the car, like he put the money in the car, but now that we found the money in the statue, it's like, okay, why would it be in the rest of it be on the car? It wouldn't make sense.
Right. Yeah, I don't I just feel like it's gonna be a point they stumble across that money, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's with Joe's dad
in the casket. Yeah,
it ain't no casket.
Well, yeah. Joe's dad is in the French Riviera with the buddy. Wait, that'd be a cold thing though. Just like at the end of the episode, is Joe's dad just like, hey son.
Hey, what if they did Joe's dad and the detective's mom has been plotting together on this the whole time?
Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be a crazy twist.
Yeah. Just like, where is he at now, knowing that, because if you disappeared, I feel like you wouldn't have left no money around.
Or you disappeared, but you wanted to make sure your granddaughter was straight. So you left you left her $1 million.
Yeah.
But this might be the thing to bring him out of hiding. Like, oh, they took my granddaughter. Now I'm about to go kill somebody. Who's gonna play his dad? Because for the fact they haven't showed his dad yet, lets me know he's coming back.
Ben Vereen. It just happened. You think I want this? Joe, I had to do something, man. Dad, what the? Hey, I raised you. You never know, man. It's gonna be somebody if he coming back, it's gonna be somebody that everybody can be like, oh, what's his name?
It would be dope if it was David Allen Greer.
I'll take it.
Because I wish that man get more. He needs more roles. He's too incredible to not have the roles that he's supposed to have.
Yeah, you're true.
But it's definitely not. Now that I'm really thinking about it, they never showed a body. All they say is he got burnt up. He's a shiesty dude. He's always up to no good. He's coming back, and they haven't shown any pictures of him. Like normally they'll be like they'll look at the mantle and be like, "I hate you. You the reason." They didn't even give you one of those.
Like you heard his voice at one point, but that was
when he was arguing with the mom, and they didn't show the mom either. But I just feel like the dad's coming back at some point.
Yeah. They got 3 more episodes left, so we shall see. You know what I mean?
I don't know how they're gonna stretch out these 3, but he's gonna come in one of them.
Well, yeah, I feel like this next episode is gonna be telling. It's gonna have a lot to do with, well, at this it's hard to even say now, because it's like they don't know where he's at, so now they have to figure out, they have to find him. So
but you know how they're gonna find him. Well, how they can find him is through that detective. So okay, so this is since you don't have no predictions, all of a sudden, this is my prediction for the next episode.
Shut up, man. Oh man.
And you gonna let me sit up here and predict it knowing what's really happening.
I got a few predictions. I don't feel really confident about them though either.
My prediction is they get the detective involved in trying to find where the daughter is, but then by the end of the episode, the dad shows up because he knows where she is.
I think I know where we can find her.
It just happened.
Come on, Phil. I'm thinking they have to I don't know. I think once the chameleon finds out that that's what's going on with the daughter, like the daughter's pregnant, that's why they're taking her or whatever, she might tip Joe off.
I think I think I don't think the tip off happens. I think it comes down to a point where it's like a standoff. Where like the whole villain standoff, he's standing there laughing, and the chameleon's pointing the gun at Joe on some kill him. And she gonna turn the gun on him and kill him. Yep.
But they gotta find him first.
Right, but so I think that the next 2 episodes is them getting to where he lives with the daughter.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's where I think the detective gets involved on Joe's side. They might even tap into the mom, like, we need you to help us find her. But by the end of this next episode, we find out the dad is still alive. Who got my grandbaby? It's gonna be one of those like, I never meant for this. You were supposed to take that money, Joe. He is still messing up. Joe, look at you. You're stupid. You're black. You're stupid. You can't find. It's gonna be one of those like, don't talk to me like that, Dad. This is the problem. It's gonna be one of those.
He said, Joe.
That's what it's gonna come to, because it's gonna come to them being face to face and going at it, Joe and his daddy.
Just like, you fool! You told me you was we thought you was dead, and da 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 da. It was just like, Joe, I had to.
I sent you the money, Joe. You're just stupid. You're just stupid, is what it is, Joe.
Give me my compass.
It's gonna be one of those. Yeah,
give me my compass. Left me this compass, Daddy.
I left you the compass to let you know where the rest of the money was, but you're just stupid. It's gonna be a big argument, a big blow up, whenever he pops up.
Yeah, it's hard to call for me now. Just like I said, I just feel like the chameleon is. I do feel like the chameleon is going to tip Joe off at some point. That's what they said in the writers' room. Who was writing it? They said this. No,
I believe you too.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for it. I'm ready for this. I'm not ready for it at the end because I feel like, man, like, what if they don't renew this show because of the writer's strike?
I feel like BET will renew it, but when they write it and shoot it, I don't know. But I feel like they'll get renewed because I still see shows are still getting renewed, but it's just like, I don't know how during the strike.
I think it depends on who you are and how much money it costs to make your show. Because it's like, everybody don't have to strike. You know what I mean? Like, if you are tight with a company and you the actor, and because everybody wants that. It's always that, I ain't gonna call them sellouts because that's not fair, but it's always that one person that's willing to take less.
Yeah, or take the same deal, because unions ain't always good.
Yeah.
So it's like they could be that. It could have been one person like, they was paying me right. I ain't part of y'all little union.
How much episode? 2,000? I'll take it.
Like, that's what I've been getting now.
10 episodes, $2,000. That sounds good. Sound like a fun time in the sunshine.
Don't put my name on the papers. Just
change my name. Yeah, man.
But yeah, we here for it, man. Rap S is coming out. The Shy is coming out. We still doing season 2 of Insecure next, and we still doing. Oh, we still got the brackets coming up next. I ain't gonna say what it is because I don't still no ideas. But we do have the new brackets coming.
We saw you. He poured him out. Like, yo, we saw you, man.
I watched it, man. I watched your episode. That was what's up. That was.
I ain't watching nothing. No support.
That was real original of you. You know what I mean? Real original, man. Y'all, you killing it out there, baby. Yeah. Anyways, man, like, share, subscribe, talk. We talk back. We everywhere. If you there, comment below. Y'all have been dropping some. Was it any comments from last week for this one?
I think we read them from the pure pessimist. So shout out to her. We are, she's watching this, so it's like we've been calling you a guy for the last couple months because that's what we thought. But
we ain't calling no guy. I said I didn't know.
Man, please.
But now she commented the last episode, right? I think.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna see.
I'm really
sure. I thought we read them on the last one, but it could be some new ones.
We read the ones before that on the last one. I feel like.
Let's see.
Because she was like, in her comments, she was like, "Thank y'all for reading my comment."
That's true. Let me let me read them. So hey guys, thanks for reading my comments. Weren't there other heads in the office, if I remember right, like other deer heads? I think you might have mentioned that too, right? Other deer heads, or no? You mentioned that?
In what office?
I thought that was the only head, like the deer head joint, like the plumber office.
There was a deer head in the plumber office?
I don't remember. It's possible. I don't remember.
Oh, if it was, then that's where the rest of the money is. I didn't see that. I saw the one deer head he sent to them for Christmas. I didn't even trip off there being more.
Right, yeah, because that deer head, they've been had that, and it's been in the base. It was in the basement, so it could be. I haven't seen the office in a minute. She said maybe the rest of the money's in the other heads because that didn't look like 10 million to me. I'm a black woman, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. If there are more deer heads, then that's very revealing, and I did not catch that.
Yeah, she also said I'm starting to warm up to the show a little bit more. Don't care too much for the other guy's wife. Not trying to split the car money with Joe and his family. If that was 10 mil, if they that with the 10, that's probably a typo. I hope they find out about the car if it's with the 10 mil. I don't really understand that part, but I'm probably just reading it wrong.
Maybe she's talking about Kathy and the way she's acting with that money.
Yeah, she is talking about Kathy for sure, because she was just like, she don't care about the guy's wife. She just said,
yeah. So she's saying, if Kathy's acting like that with that Lambo money, then how she gonna act when that 10 million come around?
Yeah, she was like, I'm thinking Leon's wife's greed is gonna catch up to her. I'm not sure how. Just yet. That's a fact.
That's real. Like I said, her energy is real weird. It was real weird what she was talking about. When she was talking to him in that cab. I don't know. I don't know about that. That was a weird situation. Maybe end of the season, Kathy turned around and stick up everybody like, "No, we taking that money, Leon. Grab the money." Leon like, "Kathy, we don't have to do this."
He's like, "That's our friends." It was like, "No, let's go.
Take it all. We want it all."
Right.
You never know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's easy.
So like, share, subscribe. Like I said, we'll be back next week with the next episode.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.